Thank you for staying tuned to Breakfast Weekend. And this is the segment where we'll be talking about managing events in Nigeria. Most people know that event management, event planning is something that a lot of people don't feel comfortable living up to strangers, living up to other people. But now we have professionals, people that specialize in managing such things, handling your events and making it wonderful. We have one of such persons in the studio with us. Her name is Aino Adiola. She's an event planner. Thank you for joining us on Breakfast Weekend.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
Thank
So
you.
let's talk about managing events in Nigeria. First of all, I understand the fact that events in Nigeria is different from whatever anyone does anywhere else.
Yes.
And when we started the show, we're talking about how some people now are talking about receptions being unnecessary now because of the amount of money people need to spend, especially for weddings. Just from church, everybody should go home, go and eat your lunch at home. So events generally in Nigeria has a lot of money going down. It takes a lot of commitment, it takes a lot of time for it to pan out the way people want. And I understand also that now people contract the help of event planners, someone who manage everything. How easy is that responsibility? I know that when it used to be the party people, the people who are doing the events, go that used to do it, somebody would delegate, Mommy Sikira, you're the one who would be with the pepper people and the cooking people. Mommy Rashida, you'd be the one. But for an event planner who has to oversee everything alone, how tasking is that job?
Well, I would be sincere with you. It is actually very, very tasking.
Okay.
But it is not tasking when you're so passionate about it, when you enjoy what you're doing.
Okay.
When, you know, it's, to me, it's like being paid for what I love doing. Being paid for having fun. So I wouldn't say it's tasking for me, but at the same time, it's strength exerting. You understand? So, but it's the passion that makes you go forward. It's the passion that makes you, you know, that makes you forget. Oh, I've been on my feet all day. I've been doing this and that. I've not had food to eat. You know, I've been on my feet all day, backing up orders, and then making it look seamless.
Okay.
So it's the passion. You understand that makes it less tasking.
Okay, talking about passion, does it mean that not everybody can manage an event? So I can't just come to you like, I want to learn how to become an event manager.
Well, I've had people hit me up on Instagram, you know, come to meet me at parties. Oh, I'd like to do what you're doing. And I'm like, it seems all sweet, flawless, seamless, and
That
everything.
day.
There's a lot that goes down with this. Do you have what it takes? I always ask, number one, are you an outgoing person? You have to be an outgoing person. You have to be a trendy person. You have to know, okay, this is what is going on, to be able to create good, memorable events for your clients. You know, you have to be, like I said, passionate about it. You just have to know what works for you. You understand? You have to know, oh, okay, I'm a quiet person. I'd rather be behind the scene. If you are a quiet person that likes being behind the scene, yes, I'm a behind the scene person because my job is always behind the scene. But at the same time, I have to be at the forefront. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. So if you are that shy, quiet person that can walk in the midst of about 1,000 people, it's 1,000 people seated, walk and you know, go somewhere to quickly handle a situation that you think might go out of hand, then it's not for you. Do you understand? So I don't think it's everybody. Everybody can be a mechanic. Everybody, like somebody like me now, I can't be static. I can't sit somewhere the whole day in front of a computer and then I'm sending mails, receiving mails, you know. It's not me. I will feel like I'm being underused.
Okay.
You get, so I have to move here and there. So it's not everybody. We're all different.
Okay.
Can we talk about the obvious thing, especially, I mean, this is something that even people who handle their events themselves face, disappointments when it comes to, because you're not the one who would cook yourself, you're not the one who would do the decoration yourself, you're not the one who would do the DJ yourself. Even if you can take one of these things, you can take all of them. And I understand that artisans in Nigeria, oh god, you just feel like killing someone.
Yes.
How do you have you been disappointed before, and how do you normally handle it?
Okay, well, the vendors part. We call all our service providers in the event
Vendors.
management
Vendors.
and planning world vendors. For the vendors part, there's no way you'd have been in this business for 7 to 10 years and then you wouldn't have had DJ and band. It's music, right? Okay, so you contract a band, and then you tell them, oh, I want you to come play for them. But you contact another DJ too. Oh, okay, you're for the after party.
Mm.
But for me, I make sure all my vendors are on ground because anything can happen. That is why I'm an event planner. I have to foresee what my clients
May not.
may not. Do you understand? So, if my band is not ready, music has to go on in the hall. Thank God for covers. They can just play probably Ebenezer Obey. They can play Sonny Ade till my band,
Is ready.
So such kind of band, I'll blacklist them. That I'm sorry. They have to convince me again before I can use them again. Yes, we've had disappointment with caterers. That's why we have small chops. We don't use just one caterer for an event. We have like 2 to 3
different.
caterers depending on the guest size. Do you understand? So yes, it happens. And traffic, you will hear a caterer coming to the hall by 2-3 p.m. I mean, reception starts 12. And then to say, oh, you call and just say, I'm in the traffic. I'm sorry. I'll soon be there. What would you do as an event planner? That is why your clients trusted you with
The
a
event.
party or their event. And then they'd say, event planner, what is going on? And then as an event planner, you don't have to look lost. I say, I don't know.
Exactly. I was going to talk about the fact that I understand when events are on, pressure is high, tensions. In fact, anybody stepping on anyone can lead to a fight. Things that ordinarily people would laugh about on those days. How do you get, especially family members, maybe not the couple getting married, maybe not the celebrant of the birthday, but you see those family members, sometimes the least argument can spark into something that would make the party something else. How do you manage the tension? Or is it, maybe it's not part of your jurisdiction. I'd like to know, how do you manage everyone's tension so that everyone is calm, there's no fight, because I think it's after everything that you get paid properly.
Yes.
So
Well, everything from what you said, everything about the event is part of my jurisdiction. You understand? So it for such, I usually ask my clients, please, how do you want your sitting chart? Give me the family names. Okay, do you want mommy Oladapo sitting with grandma Akinwale?
Okay.
Do you get? Oh no, that's good. Please make sure grandma is to the far left, right? Make sure So you already have, and then they've given you pointers. You have to, as an event planner, you have to interact with your client. You have to understand them. You have to be their best friend for that period to be able to advise them properly. So you can say, oh, you know what, let's not do it like that. Let me just do it like this. Let's have a caterer to that side for them. Let's have another caterer so
to this side.
they won't even clash and all that. So everything just goes seamless. And we do something called vendors meeting and rehearsal. It's like a rehearsal for vendors.
Okay.
And then we do rehearsal for the family members too.
Okay.
So everybody knows what they are doing.
I thought that only happened in foreign movies.
Movies,
Ah,
right?
no.
Rehearsal dinners and
No,
everything.
if you want to do things, because we copied all this from them. So if you want to do it like you do it like they're doing it. If
Entirely.
you want the results, you do it like they're doing it. You get.
You've
Let's
been
talk
saying
about
something.
okay. Oh, budget
Are you
management.
going away? Oh,
I'm going-
before you go,
okay.
please hold on. You've been saying something about my clients, and I really want to know, in the whole event, who exactly is your client? Because I know that,
Okay.
let's take a wedding reception, for example. The husband and the wife, maybe they are your clients, and then the mother of the bride is even easy. Maybe the elder sister of the bride then comes and says, excuse me, Adiola, these are my friends. I want you to feed them. I want you to.
Okay.
How do you Meanwhile, your direct client, who is the bride, has directly told you, feed everyone once. There's no, don't let anybody take any food for somebody. How do you handle those disparities?
Okay, we have, in project management, we have, like you said, the clients, and then we have the stakeholders.
Okay.
So the stakeholders are the stakeholders are those aunties that you cannot just but answer them. Do you get? The stakeholders are the mother-in-law.
Yako.
Father, thank you. Do you understand? Because she's actually going to their house.
Sure.
So she's living her family, so she has to, treat them well and then let them know that okay, I'm a good girl. So those are the stakeholders. They have a lot to say, even about you, your own services. If they say anything bad to your clients, you might not get your balance.
Sure.
Do you get? So the way we manage everything is that I always enjoin my clients to please make sure that the stakeholders, I always ask the bride, please let them be at the vendors meeting.
Okay.
So that they know our plans. So if I say, this is the way we are going to do our service. This is the way we're serving food. This is the way we're serving drinks. We're rolling out small chops at this time. We're rolling out grills at this time. We're rolling out food prepper at this time. They already understand. They already know. So even when another family member is disturbing them, that I can say, Emma, worry, they will handle it. We know what we are doing. They are already
they are on board.
Yes, exactly. So they are not in the dark. So they know what. So it is only when what we've spoken about, what we talked about at the meeting, is now different from what is
being executed.
Exactly. That's when they now start wanting to take charge and saying, "Oh, Moshe," which well, thank God so far.
No, if someone did that, what would you do?
Oh, well, okay, let me give you an instance. There was one party in Lagos. I had one party in Lagos, and then somebody just came in. At the end of at the end of this, you have to be careful with the way because at parties a lot of things go down. A lot of things goes down. So this lady just came. She's actually one of the stakeholders. I've been listening to her. I've been giving to her demands since, just trying to placate and not let her spoil my own plan.
Of course.
You understand? But she just came in and said, and she's the one that wants to serve the father of the bride herself. And then she brought some things that she wanted to use, Being a Christian and a Yoruba girl, this is so I just stood my ground and said, Madam, I'm sorry. This was not part of the plan. This was not the instruction given to me. I've been told to do this way, and I stood my ground. And she was, threatening brimstone, fire and hell and everything, but I stood my ground, and the bride appreciated me later. Oh, thank you. If I was the one, I wouldn't have known how to do that. Because you are you are just the event planner. You're not a family member. You could do that to her. And so sometimes you stand your ground with people like that, and politely at that.
Of course.
All right. And lastly, before we round off, in a case where a client wants something really extravagant, let me not say extravagant, something really sophisticated, and the money is kind of small, how do you balance that?
Well, number one, not everything. Everybody loves good things. Do you understand? Of course, I would love to have a diamond necklace around my neck, but is my pockets allowing that? No. So it's your job to, advise your clients. Okay, what is your budget? Then you tell your budget. Oh, you can't afford this vendor. This vendor is good for you, but I would appreciate it if you can up your budget for us to achieve this. If you can't, because I really don't always want my clients to pay through their nose too. Sometimes I always want them to have a good after wedding life. Do you get? So I'll just advise them that this is good. I have a vendor that would execute this properly for you at this price. So budgeting is very, 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 very important in event. Then you have to understand your client. You have to know, okay, is she a mild person? Is she an outgoing person? Would she like this? Would she like that? Is this vendor good for her? Is this, so that's where all this comes in.
Okay,
Alright.
thank you. All right, thank you very much. We have been discussing managing events in Nigeria with our guest, an event planner, Aino Adiola. Thank you for coming on Breakfast Weekend.
You're welcome.
I appreciate
so
your
much.
presence.
Thank you.
This is where we'll be rounding it off on Breakfast Weekend today, and we have spoken about quite a lot. We talked about literacy and multilingualism. We brought our guest of the week to you, the resident electoral commissioner of Ayo INEC. We also spoke about wildlife conservation and the program coming up, and then we rounded it off with event management in Nigeria. It's been wonderful being on Breakfast Weekend.
Very wonderful.
Make sure you join us next week. We'll be bringing more exciting, interesting, and educative topics for you to watch and listen and be entertained from. My name is Wura Ola Olakomi. Have a pleasant weekend.
And I am Ayu Durojai. Thank you so much for being there. Don't forget to enjoy in moderation this weekend. And if you go to any party and there's no reception, don't take it personally. Just pack your bags. Just pack your bags and just go home. And of course, say no to xenophobia, please. We can all live in peace. It's one Africa. It's one world, as a matter of fact. Till next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.